even the last 6 months. I think it's clear that the work we're doing in terms of developing our people and the high performance that we're seeing is a result of a lot of this work. So besides the performance financially, when you take into account, the staff retention. So we don't have the type of staff turnover a lot of other companies have. And those are measures that are important for us going forward because, we're losing people and, when a lot of people get the opportunity to go abroad, which is happening now. Companies from overseas are raiding Jamaican companies to get the high skilled laborers. And so we're doing everything possible to try and mitigate against that. But at the end of the day, we continue to invest. We're committed to Jamaica. We're very, very excited about what we're seeing even in the tourism sector and the growth in those areas. There's 8,000 new hotel rooms being built right now. And we're moving into an arrangement to be able to become more relevant as a supply chain for the local hotel industry, even in a bigger way. Like we spoke about earlier with the spirits.
Yes.
So we're moving, we're becoming much more relevant with spirits in those customers and that channel. But ultimately it's about building an enterprise that is truly Jamaican. That we're committed to community development, to the people of Jamaica, and investing in Jamaica. We're going to focus on our exports, which we have seen this year 70% growth. I mean, that just shows what the opportunity is. Now, the last couple of quarters we didn't see that because we had challenges with the supply, with such demand locally. But as we expand that capacity, next year we're going to see a lot more growth in exports again. So we're very, very excited.
As Executive Chairman, it must be 1.8. I mean, that's a significant rise given what we're seeing in a lot of listed companies. A lot of companies, I'm not going to mention names, are not paying dividends. How do you take that? How do you feel about that?
Well, listen, every industry has its own challenges, right?
That's a diplomatic answer.
But the reality is that we're faced with, at the very beginning of COVID, we saw a decline. So consumption turned down. Hotels closed down, all of the tourists who would come on cruise ships, they disappeared. Now that things are returning to normal, I mean, we made some changes that created better efficiencies and operationally, I think we're like lean, we're excited, we're hungry. Now we have to just increase our capacity, and those increases in capacity will drive straight to the bottom line. Listen. There's a cycle for every business. Wisynco has been through tough times.
I remember the fire.
And I'm doing a presentation in a couple of weeks talking about resilience. And
you beat me to it. Well, I was about to ask you. This is a study in resilience. Is there anything you can do by putting it down on paper or a little mini documentary?
Yes. I'm speaking about it.
Strategy. For further generations to learn from.
Correct, and we've been through many challenges that impacted us in a huge way, but each time we come out of it stronger, we learn from it, and we try to find ways to improve, and I think we've done that very well as an organization. And it's almost as if it's become a part of our DNA, So that's been, I think, great learnings for us.
What do you see with the macroeconomic environment as it concerns Wisynco for the remainder of this year? We're going into the second year of the war in Ukraine, but at the same time we saw the IMF and the Financial Times report commending Jamaica. Where do you see Wisynco?
So my couple of areas, I think, I know, and I've spoken about this, I think interest rates, we're trying to maintain pace with the US and the US Treasury, I think is a mistake. I think that Jamaica now has to realize that, while we don't want capital flight, and I understand the concern of the policy makers and the Bank of Jamaica governor, that they want to try and ensure that there is no big movement on the exchange because that will impact inflation even more. But We also need to not stifle the investment community, and people who are going to invest capital need to have the ability to raise debt. And in doing so at much higher interest rates, a lot of businesses become not as viable. So I think what we're seeing is we have to find that balance, you know. And interest rates, for example, I was talking to a fellow from Trinidad yesterday. Trinidad manufacturers can borrow at 3%. And
they haven't raised their rates.
They haven't raised their interest rates, but they also don't have, they don't have a free floating currency the way we do. Now, I'm not saying that we should go to that strategy, but we should consider what the impact of maintaining, a balanced interest rate sort of regime with balance that against the need for investment and the need for, with hotels, manufacturing, agriculture, all of those things need debt and access to credit. And at very high interest rates, we can't, many companies wouldn't be able to do it.